Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson.
Hello all, this is Dodger, and you're watching a show about video games. Today we have a special episode in which you, the viewer, are the new host. Have fun! Psych! So my mom and I are watching Survivor, and I haven't watched that show since I was in, like, middle school. So it's kind of fun to just, like, chill out on the couch and play DS, and every now and then look up at the TV and go, older tribe, you sillies, and then go back. But when you're watching the show, you slowly start to think of all of the reasons why you should be on there instead. You start to convince yourself that you would be a much better survivor than anybody else on the show. It's that way with America's Next Top Model too, although I doubt that as many boys feel that way. You watch the show and there are girls like walking on a high-speed conveyor belt and you're like, pfft, I wouldn't have tripped. Geez, what's wrong with her? On to the news, a lot of people have been struggling with Facebook and its privacy issues for like a year or so now, a little bit longer than that. Well, maybe the PS3 can cheer you up. So the PS3 just had that firmware update that made all of the adapters useless and gave people Blu-ray. We remember that? Okay, cool. So it also created a way for the PS3 to pull information from your Facebook in the future. Previously, you could go on Facebook and, you know, mess around with it however you wanted, and that was about it. Now they're talking about the PS3 being able to name NPCs in the game after people that you know, or if you're in a house and the house is supposed to have, like, paintings or pictures or something, then they would be pictures automatically drug from your Facebook pictures. I'm assuming that you can turn this on or off. I mean, I doubt that you would want your mom and your little sister playing Dora the Explorer for PS3 and suddenly having a picture of you at your brother's frat party. So it sounds kind of cool, kind of fun for people who want to utilize that, although there are some downfalls. Just more notifications for all of us to deal with on Facebook. More invites to ignore, more people to label as never show them on my newsfeed again. Might be a little counterproductive, might be a little cumbersome, but I mean, the idea in general, there's more interactivity there than we've ever had before, especially with a social network like Facebook. So that could wind up being really cool or really irritating. There have been rumblings on the webnets that Bungie might be doing something halfway insane. There have been very thick rumors regarding a possible shooter MMO coming from Bungie in the future. How sure are we that this would happen? Well, Lee Alexander, everyone's favorite gaming ladyfolk, she was at a conference with the creative director for Bungie, and he said, quote, and I'm going to read it because I didn't memorize it. He said, "Wouldn't it be great if we could make a world that was always there for you? Wow, that would be great. Thanks, Mr. Rogers." Wouldn't that be a crazy MMO? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the massive multiplayer. Back to the point, if anyone was ever going to make a successful shooter MMO, it probably would be Bungie. Although the question of whether or not it would be free to play, with Kotick in charge. For those of you who don't know, Kotick is running Blizzard Activision right now. He would definitely support an MMO, that is for sure, but I doubt that he would ever support a free-to-play MMO. He's all about financial competition, so I'm sure that if they were to create an MMO, he would be all about figuring out how he could get a fee from it. I don't think he realizes how done all of us are with fees. We've been getting more and more free-to-play games, and I think that most of us are starting to just kind of flip the bird to things that cost us even more money. On that note, Activision is putting out a new X-Men game called X-Men Destiny. It sounds like it might be kind of fable-y. The idea of it, from what I can tell, is that you are part of a new generation of mutants that have come in, and you get to decide what team you want to be on, basically. So they're stressing a lot, you know, with the title that destiny is yours and you make your own decisions and blah 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 blah. So it would be really cool if within the game you are playing a mutant that starts off morally gray. I want that. I've decided that that's what this game is. Side note, it's hilarious when you're reading about something and you type it into Google and it's like just when the information came out, because like I read about this like the second that people started writing articles about it. And so I typed it into Google, you know, because I like to read at least a couple of articles about each thing so I know that the information is showing up in more than one place. And it was like Google automatically updates. So it just kept like automatically putting more and more articles on there because people were like within seconds of each other posting articles about it. I love the internet. It makes me all fuzzy. Anywho, so their teaser trailer is out. It's not super exciting, but with a trailer and with like an official, hey, we're making this game, we know for sure that it's going to be coming out eventually. We don't know when, but that's okay. I always wanted to be Wolverine. I'm sure that Wolverine will show up in this game because he's in every X-Men game, regardless of whether or not he belongs there. I used to watch X-Men like every day. I loved it. And it was so dramatic and everybody like got butthurt constantly. Like, did you guys have like a mutant that you just really wanted to be? Like every time they were in an episode you were like, yay! I feel like Link today. I'm wearing like long green tunic and my rogue boots. Today's gonna be a good day. I feel it. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys on Saturday and stay awesome. Bye-bye.
Jimmy, job is spoken.